Jimmy Butler is going to get traded this week, and it's crazy. I do realize that I said last video that I wasn't going to make more Jimmy Butler videos, but the news that I'm getting right now is just insane to me. I mean, there's more and more news every day. So I'm going to start it off with a tweet from Shams a couple days ago, and it says, the Phoenix Suns are trading their 2031 unprotected first to Utah for 3 first-round picks, sources tell ESPN. The Suns are acquiring the least favorable first in 2025 of Cleveland/Minnesota, 2027 of Cleveland/Minnesota/Utah, and 2029 of Cleveland/Minnesota/Utah again. And for the Jazz, they're basically adding another first-round pick to their plethora of first-round picks that they got from Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. And this is honestly crazy for the Suns because they're giving up on their future to go all in now with KD, Book, and whoever else is along the way. And basically the Suns are turning that 1 first-round pick into 3. In a sense, I guess. And why this is important in the Jimmy Butler context is that's 3 more first-round picks that can trade to the Heat in a potential Jimmy Butler trade, right? And Shams basically let the whole world know that the Heat had some productive conversations on a potential Jimmy Butler trade this week. And to add on to that news, I mean, Brian Windhorst also said the Suns have mutual interest in Jimmy Butler, and he quotes, "This is not a controversial statement. It is not some sort of secrecy. Jimmy would like $100 million, and I think the Suns might give it to him." So we're basically agreeing that Jimmy Butler is going to get traded pretty soon, right? And I think he's going to the Suns just for this reason. I mean, the Suns just traded for 3 first-round picks to trade for Jimmy Butler, and they don't care about their future. They want to go all in right now, and they're willing to pay Jimmy Butler whatever money he wants to stay there. And I mean, it makes sense why Jimmy wants to go there. He's playing along 2 of the best players in the league, and he's going somewhere where he's going to get paid for probably the long term, right? If you were a 35-year-old aging star, you would want to get paid somewhere that would give you a long-term contract. So, I mean, it makes sense for Jimmy. I'll play what Shams had to report, the whole report if you guys don't believe me, and he actually has some interesting points there. So I'll play this really quick for you guys.
Here's where it's at. Jimmy Butler has tripled down on his trade request.
Okay.
Earlier this month, he did it to Pat Riley's face, and then last week, he did it to Mickey Arison, the team owner, and the CEO, Nick Arison. And I'm told the Heat have had some productive conversations on a potential Butler trade this week. But this is a big number to move, $49 million on his contract this year, $52 million player option for the offseason. So whatever deal ends up happening, is it going to be just a 2-team trade, 3-team trade, 4-team trade? Really, everything is a possibility. But in the meantime, Jimmy Butler is clocking in. He's playing basketball. The easiest way to put this is everyone in that building knows exactly what's up.
So, I mean, there's not really much to say anymore. I mean, Jimmy Butler's gone, all right? He doesn't want to be there anymore, and he's going to get traded soon. And if he doesn't get traded by the trade deadline, he's definitely gone by the offseason. And I truly believe him being traded not by the trade deadline and by the offseason is super unrealistic. And why I think the team that Jimmy Butler will go to is the Suns is look at his shoes last game. I mean, it's literally Phoenix Suns colors. Why would he be wearing that if he didn't want to go to the Suns, right? It obviously could be a coincidence, but it just looks so similar. And Jimmy Butler, the personality he is known for doing things out of the ordinary to get out of a situation he doesn't like. So it all makes sense. To add even more flames to the fire, Jimmy Butler is suspended for the next 2 road games as he was late for a flight in Miami to go play the Heat's 2 road games, and I guess they suspended him. So they're fed up with him. He's probably fed up with the organization. Jimmy Butler's time with the Heat is over. Now the situation is when and where is he going to get traded rather than if he's going to get traded. The only way I couldn't see him go to the Phoenix Suns is if Bradley Beal won't waive his no-trade clause, and we actually might get that, as Bradley Beal's agent said something interesting. As Brad's agent said, the reports that are out there are created out of thin air, and Brad's entire focus has been and is on getting healthy with his ankle and helping turn things around for the Suns. I mean, yeah, his agent could be saying that. It's either Bradley Beal wants to stay with the Suns for some reason, or it's just PR stuff. I wouldn't really think Bradley Beal would want to stay with the Suns, as he's kind of coming off the bench some games. He's not really the same player he was with the Wizards, obviously. And if I'm Brad, I want to kind of go somewhere where I could still perform at an all-star level. I mean, he's not that old. He's like early 30s. Even though I fully believe Jimmy Butler's going to the Phoenix Suns, there's definitely other possibilities, as there's other teams that are willing to trade for him. He's still Jimmy Butler. As this tweet says, there's teams like Washington, Toronto, Detroit, and even Charlotte willing to, trade for Jimmy Butler besides the main teams that we've mentioned before. So definitely could be one of those teams. I don't know why a lot of these teams would do it besides like maybe a potential salary dump. I'm not really sure. But yeah, to wrap all this up, Jimmy Butler got suspended for 2 games. Him and the Heat are not on good terms, and he's going to get traded sometime soon, within the next few weeks before the trade deadline. But it could come sooner than you guys expect. It could be in the next few days like we mentioned before. So if you want to stay tuned to the Jimmy Butler situation, subscribe, like, do all that stuff. And make sure to watch the prior videos I made on Jimmy Butler, as it kind of clarifies and, explains a lot of the things I said in this video. So definitely go check those out for sure. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Like the video like I just said. And yeah, see you guys.